It's the last event of the 2022 autocross season for me, and I figured that we should do something a little bit silly. My normal autocross car is a NB Miata, which is, I guess, a pretty typical choice. But my daily driver is a Volvo V60 Polestar, and I've driven the car on the street for a couple months now, and I'm quite impressed with it, but I wanted to see what it could do on the autocross.
As a proof of a Miata driver, this is the shirt.
So I didn't have super high expectations for the Volvo's performance in the autocross, to be honest. I know it's a super heavy car, and I was hoping that its abundance of power was going to make up for any of its handling flaws. I know compared to my Miata, it's not going to stand a chance in the corners, but I was hoping that the rear-wheel drive or the all-wheel drive would help the car stay a little bit more neutral than my GTI, which just loved to plow unless you were really applying a lot of trail braking to get the weight in over the nose. So I was curious to see how this Volvo would compare mostly to the GTI.
Wow! Thank you.
All in all, I think that was actually not a bad lap. I'm certainly not the fastest driver, but I think I was getting pretty much all I was going to get out of the car on its first day out. But when we got out of the car after the first session, and I looked at the tires, I noticed something quite alarming.
You have tires to go home?
Trying to keep some. Thanks. It can't be that bad because I can still read Continental on the side of the tires, so.
So as you can see, actually, the car was riding on its sidewall for a decent portion of the course. I guess that was manifesting itself with some of the shuddering we were getting inside the car. And because we drove here on this set of tires, I really wanted to drive home on that same set of tires. So I really had to start changing my driving around this. And I had bumped my pressures up. I was over 40 PSI hot on these tires, and it was still rolling them over. So I think there are really three reasons why we were rolling over the tires this aggressively. Is one, I was on basically all season tires. Like I said, this is my daily, and I have my Miata with much stickier tires on it, so no point putting summer tires on this car. So we're on really soft sidewall tires. Two is that the car is really heavy, and three is that the front suspension is strut based, which means I'm not really getting very much negative camber as the car rolls over, and we're just really tilting the tire over on its side and shoving the sidewall under the car. So overall at this event, I think what we learned is that the Volvo is one, quite a fast autocross car. I think I was within a couple seconds of some Camaros and faster than some of the Lotuses that were at this event, and we were definitely, I think, surprising some of the people who showed up with what the Volvo is capable of. But I think at the same time, it's slightly unfair because the car was literally destroying its tires to generate those times. And so I think it's a very fast car. I don't think it's a very fun car to drive at an autocross, unfortunately. But I'm very happy with using it as my daily driver. And yeah, thanks very much.
You're still recording. Hello.
Am I?
It's red.
Like, subscribe, smash that like button.
That's going into the video.